Alright, so hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Knack Patterns. So quickly guys, today I want us to learn how to draft a pattern for a trouser for an adult. Alright, so these are the measurements we're going to be using. We're going to be using a waist measurement of 38. The thigh is 27. The knee is 18. And the length of the trouser is 37 and a half. The ankle is 14, guys. And guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. And if you want to join my suit class, that's my number on the screen. Chat me up and I'll add you up to my suit class, and in no time you will master how to make a suit. All right, so like I said, if you're yet to subscribe, please guys, subscribe and subscribe. So for us to draft this trouser, like I said, my target is to draft trousers for almost all the measurements possible, so that you won't have issues whenever you come across a particular measurement. Okay, so guys, I'm taking time to get this vertical line so that we'll use it as the beginning point for our horizontal measurement. So all our horizontal measurements are going to be taken from this line I am drafting here. Okay, we're going to take in all our horizontal measurements from this line, and I'm going to also get a line at the top. That is where all our vertical measurements will begin from. All right, so this is it. This line here will mark where all our vertical measurements will begin from, guys. That long ruler, I'm going to be using it with this French curve. If you don't have a French curve, no problem, you could use your free hand. Okay, but I like using my French curve so to get a better or a more accurate result. Okay, so remember we said the waist of this trouser is 38, and when you are cutting, you divide waist by 4. So dividing 38 by 4, you are going to be having 9.5. So I'm adding half inch for seam allowance, that becomes 10. And then I'll come down here by what? Half inch. So I'll join that line to this line here. Okay, I'll join that line to this, to the first one I made this side. You can see the line is slanty. People always ask me, why did I use to slant the line? It is simply so as to give my trousers fitting in the front. It's as simple as that. The next thing now is for us to get the length of this trouser, and we say the length is 37.5, and guys, this is 37.5, and I'll be adding 2 inches seaming allowance. 2 inches seaming allowance. Okay, now I will fold the tape into two to get the what? The half length. So that will be the knee point. Do you understand? That is the knee point. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take my tape to this other side and mark these 3 points at two different places, so as to have a straight line to join them together. All right, you can see the way I'm joining them together. You can see how I'm going to join it together rather. Now I'm going to use my ruler to join them together. I'll use my ruler and join them together. If you make the points at only one side, it's possible that your lines might not be straight. But making the points at two different, you know, line places and joining them ensures that what you have an accurate, you know, straight line. The next thing for us to do now is to locate our crotch. Okay, the depth of our crotch is gotten by dividing waist measurement by 4, and if you divide 38 by 4, remember we have 9.5. All right, so we'll be using our 9.5 plus half inch just to make the crotch a little bit free. Okay, so this is 10 right here we're using for his crotch, and then where we get our crotch depth now becomes our lap or our tie line. So this now forms of our what? Our tie line. You understand? This now forms our tie line, and we'll come up by 2 inches to locate the what? The hip line. Come up by 2 inches to locate the hip line. So this is our what? This is our hip line right here. That's the hip line. Okay, and this is our tie line. Now the next thing is to get the measurement we took from the waist here and extend it down to cover our crotch. But before then, let's get our tie. We say our tie is 27.5 divided by 2, you have 13.5. That is our crotch, our tie line measurement there. Then our crotch, look at it. I'll take this measurement I have here and I'll extend it down. Look at it. I will simply extend it down here. Alright. And then I'll add 3/4 inch allowance to it. Now I'm going to add 3/4 inch allowance to it. And that will become my crotch line. I'll now draw my crotch line from that measurement. Okay, the next thing now is for me to curve it in. All right, just watch how I'm going to curve this in. You could use your French curve, you could use your free hand, depends on the one you want to use. So I use my free hand and just curve it in. All right, next now is for us to go ahead and shape this trouser, and to do that we'll divide the lap line here by 2. You can see the way I'm dividing, I'm bending my tape by 2 to get the midpoint of the trouser. This is the midpoint of the trouser, and then we'll come out by 1 inch. So let's measure and see what we have here. So we just extend what we have there down. I'm having 5/3. I will extend the 5/3 downwards. Okay, 5/3 downwards, and then I'll join it with the help of a straight line. Okay, guys, like I said before, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so that whenever I drop my videos, you will be the first to be notified. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing. Okay, so now it's for us to apply our knee measurement and our ankle measurement. Remember, so our knee is what? 18, that is 9. So we'll mark 4.5 this way, 4.5 that way to get 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Coming to the ankle, we say our ankle is 14. So we're going to mark 7 here. 3.5 that way, 3.5 this other side, 3.5 that side, 3.5 this side. That becomes 7. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to do now is use our long ruler, alright, and join these points together. Use our long ruler and join these points together. And you see this, join them together. Very, very simple. We do the same thing on the second side. Join the points together. Join the points together. Alright. So I'm going to use my French curve now. Watch carefully how I'm using my French curve. It's very important to know how to use your French curve. It's very, very important to know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, you will not get a good result with it. Alright. Turn to this side and also watch how I'm going to use it this side. So I'll curve it to stop at the tie line there. Then I'll turn this way. I'll curve that 1/2 inch I removed from the waist before taking the waist measurement. I'll curve it to stop at the hip line. I removed that 1/2 inch so as to curve the waist inside, as you can see it. That was why I removed this 1/2 inch here before taking the waist measurement, if you remember. So down here I'm going to flay it out a little so that I won't have issues when hemming the trouser. I'm going to flay it out a little so that I won't have issues when hemming the trouser. So the next thing, guys, without wasting time, we are going to cut this front piece out, and then we'll use it to get our back piece, guys. Like I said before, guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, subscribe. And if you want to join all of my classes, my suit class, my safari suit class, female suit class, vintage class, I have 7 classes, guys. If you want to join any of them, chat me up. That's my number on the screen from the beginning of the video. Chat me up and I'll add you up to the class that you want. If you want all the classes, I'll add you to all the classes. All right, so let's move to the back piece. Okay, let's arrange this properly as we draft our back piece. Okay, now I'm going to bring the front piece into this here. I'll keep it and then I'll draft the back piece. It's very simple and it's straightforward. I'll keep the front piece on top of it. Now watch carefully what I'm going to do after keeping the front piece on top of it. Watch carefully what I'm going to do. All right, so Watch carefully, watch carefully, watch carefully, watch carefully. Now there are just minor differences, minor things you will note. So at the waist area, I'm going to add, I'm going to show you what to do at the waist area, at the ankle, at the lap. I'm going to show you at all those places what you are going to be doing. So you can see I left allowance here of about 3 inches. Down here the same thing, about 3 inches. Is very intentional, right? So coming to the waist here, these are the differences between waist and the front and the back piece. I'll come at the waistline here and come up by 2 inches. Okay, I'll come here and come out by 2.5 inches. Those are for seam, dart allowance, seam allowance, and any allowance at all I need at the waist. So I'll join these points to the waist there, and then I'll shift one of the front pieces outwards a little. Just watch what I'm going to do. I'm shifting just one of them outwards, and I'll show you the allowance I'm leaving while I'm shifting it. Okay, now the difference between the back and the front piece is what is serving as our seam allowance. When we're cutting this trouser, you can see I didn't give any seam allowance. All right, so the difference between back and front piece here is 2.25 inches at the ankle area here. The difference is 2.25 inches. If you come to the hip here, difference is 2.75 inches. The difference in the allowances is just ½ inch. Okay, at the ankle here and at the hip line. If you see the crotch here, the back crotch is not as deep as the front one. I'm bringing it out by ½ inch. It's not as deep as the front one. Can you see this? I brought it out by what? By ½ inch. Okay, now the next thing for us to do is to go ahead and cut this out. Very simple and straightforward. Guys, subscribe now. What are you waiting for? Subscribe, like, and share the video. Don't forget to join my suit classes, my vintage class, my package shirt class, my waistcoat class, my plain trouser class. I have 7 classes, guys. If you want to join them, just let me know and I will add you up to the classes. All right, so watch carefully how I'm going to cut this out, and after that I think we'll be done with this class. All right, these are pocket flaps and zip flaps. These things I'm cutting out here, they are pocket and zip flaps. Okay, and guys, this is crepe. When you are working with crepe, you ensure that you add the length of whatever you are cutting, because when iron touches crepe, for the most part it tries to shrink, try to compress, right? So always add a little bit of allowance when you're working with crepe, so that you don't run into shortage of whatever it is you are doing. All right, so thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Nat Patterns, your #1 hub for anything pattern. Okay, so these are the front pieces right here, and these are the back pieces. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Nat Patterns. Thank you.